once you get this strainer off, this is disgusting, but what I want you to do is reach down into this reservoir and see if there's anything down in there. Oh, look, here's a little piece of plastic, maybe from a popsicle or something of that nature. And that could be clogging the water or causing the water not to fully drain. I know that the water's draining in our dishwasher, but nonetheless, you want to clean that out every once in a while, make sure that it's okay. Now, the other thing that I want to share with you is this little mat down here. And look at all the debris underneath of it. You know, just all the old residue from, I don't know what. Let's see here. It's just caked under here. And it's so hard. It's scale. You know, it's just scale buildup from the dishwasher detergent. And I have to imagine that the water's going down into this mat, being sprayed down, knocking off some of that buildup back into the dishes. So, you know, maybe pouring some vinegar on this and letting it sit there will help out, and that's what I know I'm going to do. Or using some citric acid to break this up and get it nice and clean. But look at all that scale under there. I have to imagine that is making the dishes rather dirty. So check under, if you have one of these little plastic mats, you know, check under there and see if it needs to be cleaned out. Okay, what I did with these spinners, or these parts from the dishwasher, is I put duct tape on them. Now, duct tape will seal the holes a little bit, and just enough that whenever I go to pour this white distilled vinegar in the hole of the spinner, it will stay there. Now, I also used a cookie sheet, as you can see, so that any water that drips in here, or any, distilled water, will be caught, and at least it will stay within the pan. So I did this. I did the same thing for this tiny little spinner that has. It's hard to see now because I did clean it out with a knife, but there are a lot of just mineral deposits and junk in here that I'm assuming could go down onto the dishes and create a lot of gunk problems. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour the distilled vinegar in the hole until it gets filled up, and then I'm going to fill up this tiny little spinner too. Okay, admittedly, the best thing that you could do is probably just put them in a sink, like so, a kitchen sink, and fill up the tub until it's just full of white distilled vinegar, but I didn't have enough vinegar to do that. So what I'm doing here with this other spinner is pouring in the vinegar until it fills it up, and we'll let this soak for like a good, 10-15 minutes to clear out all the mineral deposits. I do think that the best option is to just fill up a tub full of distilled vinegar. I don't think that the duct tape is a great option. It's a good option for you if you don't have a ton of distilled vinegar and you want to do this in one day and you just don't have the time to get to the grocery store. So anyhow, that's it. That's how I'm going to clean out the mineral deposits within the spinners from my dishwasher.